We provide, basically, our major function is we provide support services, things like, we have our phone line that people can call 24 hours on the weekends and between 9 to 5 during the weekdays. So starting Thursday through Sunday is 24 hours, and throughout the week from 9 to 5, which I believe our hours are expanding next year. So we should see, it being open from 8 to 7 in fall. But that's basically a crisis line. We do crisis intervention. We talk we help people who are don't know what to do or don't know where to go from there. And we provide referrals to things like counseling and psychological services. We can provide referrals to medical institutions. We can provide referrals to the dean's office. So if a survivor is struggling in class or has a housing issue, we can deal with that as well. So if the survivor is like on the same quad or whatever with the person who assaulted them, we can change those housing arrangements. Or if they're struggling in class, we can talk to the dean of students and see if we can get some accommodations in that area. So we do a lot of things in terms of referring and trying to work with other services on campus to help survivors with whatever they need, basically. In the future, our goal is to go out and outreach to classes and outreach to groups and just sort of talk about what is sexual violence, how can you tell, dating domestic violence, things like that, educating the community about not being a bystander, about, stepping in when you see something like this happening in the bars, things like that. And also, just putting our services out there and letting people know, if you or someone has been a victim of or is a survivor of sexual violence, that, dating, domestic violence, stalking, or sexual assault, that they can contact our office and that we can help them. Well, I think it's great because it provides a place where people can report confidentially, which is a huge, which is big in terms of encouraging people to report to someone at least. It's very good because the statistics in terms of violence against specifically women on college campuses, although men can also be victims of sexual violence, 1 in 4 to 1 in 5 women will experience this during their time here. So it's very important to have these sorts of services because the people that people first disclose to research shows does have an effect on their overall recovery. And so our goals ultimately are to let survivors know that there are people, hook them up to the people who support them, hook them up with the resources that they need, and ultimately allow them to continue their college education rather than dropping out or, becoming despondent. So I think it's very important with the rates of violence that programs like this exist to support survivors.